Well, Brendan Jenner, thank you so much. And Mark, thank you for being here on the Valdez Beebe Show in Dallas, Texas. You guys having a great day?
Oh, my God.
So far, yeah.
It's very early. We're on Pacific Coast Highway in Malibu, and the sun is just coming up.
Well, listen, it's never been a better time to be up early in the morning. You know, they say the early bird catches the worm and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I thought him.
And they got to make breakfast for their kids, too.
Yeah.
They don't tell you that one.
Yeah, we're still waiting for breakfast, actually. We got up too early to even have breakfast.
Okay. Well, I want to find out, you know, you guys are, Brendan, you are the host of the new TV show Bandit. And tell me a little bit about that, because people are talking about that.
Oh, well, that's good to hear. I hope all good things.
Good thing.
This is a TV show that I ended up being very, very proud of. I had been talking about doing this show and hosting this for a number of years, actually, and the concept was really cool as far as I was concerned. And I probably wouldn't have hosted a show if it wasn't so credible to music and to really like this big emphasis on making great music and coming out with like great songs, right? Original music is very important to me. You know, those are the things that really move the world, and I think tend to move society in good directions. Is a great song. It can have a very big impact. So what we did is we took 25 musicians from all around the world, and we made 5 bands out of those 25 musicians, many of whom had never met, had never played music together before, and they had to write original music and perform that original song at the end of every week on stage at the Nashville Municipal Auditorium, which is a huge place, in front of a live audience. So there was so much pressure on these kids to write an original song and then to get together and get along as a band and be able to perform that music. And then at the end of each episode, one band will be able to go into the studio and record and release that song. And then at the end of the show, we still don't know who the winner is, but the winner will get a record contract and go on to hopefully have an incredible career. So this is a show based on original music. It's based on the complexity of how do people get along, how do they set their egos aside and figure out how to do what's best for the music and what's best for the band. And the viewer gets to see all of that.
Well, Mark, you know, you're drumming for some of the best of the best. What's your role in this?
Well, I was so fortunate because originally I was in the house band, and then they decided to make me a judge because they realized that I had a bit of communication skills. And I must say that I am confounded with the amazing talent and what these contestants, these musicians were able to produce. I mean, imagine this. This is reality TV. These people are thrown together. Most of them have never met each other. They're put in these bands, and they're expected to become a band, become a family, write original music, and the music is with different topics. So they're actually charged with writing a specific style, you know, from banger to power ballad, you know, anthem, novelty. So every week, and they do have some major coaches. They have some, you know, Grammy-winning songwriting producer coaches. But there they are, as a band, discovering each other, discovering their personalities. It's like being in a relationship with 4 different people. It's very, very challenging. I grew up playing in bands. And oh my gosh, we'd be lucky if we get one original song in 2 weeks. One idea for an original song in 2 weeks. They need an original song from start to finish with the staging. Then they get on this big stage in front of a live audience and perform it. And you get to see the evolution because every band stays on the show. And that's what's wonderful. So you'll be finding people are going to be picking their favorite band, but these bands are rooting for each other. So every week they just get better and better and better and more evolved. And you get to see that evolution. You get to see the challenges that they have. And you get to see even from the start. One great example, one of my favorite moments was this band called Honeysuckle Rose. So you have Chris, you have Allie. They're both lead singers, right? So when you see Chris's face, when he's told that he's going to be in a band with another lead singer, a female, he's like, oh no. So the first couple of performances, right? The first couple of shows, they were really resisting and their songs weren't that good, even though they're both very talented people. And all of a sudden, think they realized, wow, we could have, I even had a conversation with Allie off stage. She was crying. And then I sort of coached her a little bit and made her realize what an opportunity you have. Instead of resisting it, embrace it. And they embraced it. And they ended up writing some really special, beautiful songs. And you could tell they were really resonant on stage. They became a team. And so the exciting part to me was to watch all of this group of people, these group of mostly strangers, become bands. And then watching the other bands rooting for each other. And we got to critique the songs, the lyrics, the arrangements, the melodies, the performance. So the audience gets to learn from everything that we are talking about. And sometimes it's very happy and pleasant, and sometimes you get booed. And that's just what happens. I mean, I tend to be the optimist, and DJ Swivel was a little bit more biting and aggressive and a little bit more critical, and Diarra was a little bit more performance oriented. But we balanced each other out. What do you think about it?
Yeah, you guys were great judges.
There's a lot there for the audience, Mark. Thanks for that. Brendan, as I wrap up, I'd like to know, give me a little bit of what we want to look for this season.
What to look for?
Yeah, what to look for.
Well, really, this is a ride. We all have favorite bands, right? We all have bands that we've looked up to and admired throughout our lives. And now you have the opportunity to see a band just be formed for the very first time. And I'm sure as a viewer, there's going to be some that you resonate with and some that you don't. And one of the cool things about this show is that none of the bands go home. They all get to compete every week. And so you get to continue to root for your band all the way right up until the end. And hopefully your band, the one that you liked, is the one that wins and gets a record contract. You'll also be able to listen to your band's music because everybody gets a chance at some point within the show to record and release their song. So this is something that is tangible. You see this TV show turn into something that you're now playing in your car. It's a very cool ride. And
This has been cool to have you guys give us an insider's view of what to look for. We'll be there to watch on Access TV. And thank you guys for the insider information.
Thank you, Valder. What a pleasure.
I'm Valder Beebe. I broadcast on radio, streaming TV, podcast, and in print publications. I interview the world's most fascinating authors, all because I love a good book. This summer, I partnered with WPS for BB's Summer Book Giveaway. We're giving away New York Times bestsellers and award-winning books. Books that inspire me, and I'm sure they'll inspire you. To be eligible to win a copy of Jesus Can Give You a New Life, answer this question. What is God's greatest gift to mankind? You'll find the answer in John 3:16 of the Bible. Send your response to the email at the bottom of the screen. I'm Valder Beebe, and I'll see you for the next BB Summer Book Giveaway.